you play a song with a fucking beat?
Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Nice when
you and I start dancing, intertwining songs.
Nice when
Love you away, I need you to set me free from my sleep.
heart waiting for another bubble of passion, another lover underneath those flashing lights, another one of those ruthless nights. She'd be like, you're so perfect. I'll be like, oh, perfect. My body got minutes, notice. Oh, baby, I've been there. Now I'm gone, but you're still leaning next to me. 1 degree of separation.
I never break the same thing. I don't know why. I can feel a good fire. Oh, I know if
Mix it up or give it to me straight. Turn me on, make me say
we can praise God in the moonlight.
I heard that you're an actor, so act like a stand-up guy. Whatever devil's inside you, don't let him out tonight.
If I call you up in a minute, and even if you didn't hear it, would you hand me back when you see it? Oh,
I'm so obsessed with your ex. I know she's been asleep on my side of your bed.
oh, I'm tired. But every time I feel it kiss me, I keep coming up empty. Yeah. Very much, it's the season of the sticks, and I saw your mom. She forgot that I existed. It's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim of it. Alcohol. I take my whiskey, my coffee bag and my bed and cream. You're too sweet for me. You're too sweet for me.
This ain't Texas, ain't no hold'em. So lay our cards down, 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 down.
And if I'm turning blue, please don't save me. Nothing left to lose without my baby. Can't tell if you wanna see me falling over and failing, and you can't tell what you're feeling. It's time to try defying gravity. I'm grateful you're my dollar more than anything.
I can't even lie, I'm not doing well. Waking up without you, sleeping by myself, alone in our room. And growing old is so exclusive, ain't it? Is there a cure for mental health? 'Cause my head's a living hell if I'm honest with myself.
Get a name, get a good thing while you can. Kiss a blind, kiss a friend. Can a gay girl get a name, man?
I feel good, get the fuck out my face. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I walk in, walk out with the safe. Man, don't let me know what the price.
It's pouring in, you're laid on the floor again. One knock at the door and then we both know how the story ends. You can't win if your white flag's out when the war begins.
Something deep inside my body says you are more than enough, so don't give up. Wearing an old dress, walking it out, waiting for someone to turn her around, but she won't believe you.
Just wanna let this story die, and I'll be alright.
H-O-T-T-O-G-O, stop and clap and touch your toes. Raise your hands up, body roll.
that shot like 2K, girl, I know.
You left your typewriter at my apartment, straight from the tortured poet's
Con esta ganas que tengo yo, me atrevo a comérmelo yo. Hoy estás jangueando con ella, pero después tal vez no.
I guess the apple don't fall far from the tree, 'cause I've been looking at you so long now, I only see me.
Birds whistle when I walk like this. Best listen when I talk like this. I'm outside on the curb with my tats out. If he's hard, he can try and talk like this.
Come on, put your lipstick on. No one can tell you never walk this way through the fire. Never seen it like
Too many times gave you a second chance. Baby, I'm just a man. I'm just a man.
No, he's thinking about me every night. Oh, you got sweet like a soul. So you can't sleep, we don't know what's that means.
And for my last trick, just like that, I'm back, bro. I had some help. It ain't like I can make this kind of mess all by myself. Don't act like you ain't helped me pull that bottle off the shelf.
way back to LA, and that's where you'll be forgotten. In 40 years, you'll still be here, drunk, washed up in.
Benny presses on the trigger of a money game.
When it all stops, let me close our eyes to
Life
sleep.
better on Saturday. Time to break this pattern. Floating away.
All I know is holding you is all I ever wanna know. Reaching out of all this
One time I carved a hole in my chest just to feel. I wish that was a metaphor, the struggle was real. When you're living in the Holocaust, you buckle and kneel. There's relief in the teeth of the kiss of cold
When
steel.
you kiss me, I can feel fire within me. Heaven's suddenly burning. Yeah, you got me playing 7 minutes in love. The start, let me pull you down. Let me hold you now. Let me slow it down. Tell me that I'm the one. Say that you love me cool. Kisses don't come for free. So what you waiting for? Back to mine, only mine. Then we can go all night. Then we can go all night. So if you wanna good things don't last.
I am sorry unequivocally. I just don't know how to love.
But I got to this evil on my own. I haven't left the house in nearly 30,000 days. I've sent you the image of a little yellow face to tell you that I'm sad about the emptiness that's all around me. And I got something ringing in your ears when everything we love becomes a picture of a simulation. It wakes me in the middle of the night. I love you like you're not a mama. Every time I call you like that.
So fucking tired, falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness
Yeah, I
machine.
know it's poison, you're feeding me poison. I'm choking from the taste and I can't help but swallow up your poison. I made my choice and every night I'm wasted like there's no tomorrow.
Two-faced, caught in the middle. Caught in the middle. Too late, counting to zero. Counting to zero. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Get me, baby, one more time. Panic, showing teeth and I'm manic. Keep my lead till I'm rabid. Yeah, I'm ready to fight.
The G must stand for goofy.
Wop, 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 wop. That fuck 'em up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my
When I was
stuff.
7, I learned a lesson from Cuban Eazy-E. What was it again? Oh yeah, fuck the police.
Young dope dealer selling dope, is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors, is you like that?
Is somebody gonna match my nasty? I got stamina, they say I'm an athlete.
Demonstrate your work and don't tell us what you had. I need to start my sentences, I'm sorry where I am.
You and me belong together.
And it feels so sweet when you're doing bad things. That's it.
I'm moving on, but I'm still not giving up. I'm better now, but I'm still not giving up.
bottom, but you got company.
You're supposed to make me feel
I'm
better.
back crying at the gym. Everything comes out, teenage petulance.
My boy's a winner, he loves the game. My lips reflect off his cross gold chain. I like the way he's telling me my ass looks good in these ripped blue jeans. She was your girl, you showed her the world. We fell out of love and you both let go.
Kiss me on the mouth and love me like a sailor. And when you get a taste, can you tell me what's my flavor?
And I thank God every day for the girl he sent my way. But I know the things he gives me, he can take away.
The forces that divide us, now's the time to stand tall.
It comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. When it's last call and they kick us out the door. It's getting kinda late, but the ladies want some more. Oh my, good lord.
Money isn't, money's just that. Money's just a concept. People are trying. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fat.
Wrong again, wrong again. The way life goes, joyriding down, or